Welcome back to the season premiere
Yeah.
of Shots of Victory, Season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Today we have a stacked card. Let's name this on top of my head.
Yeah.
Raw, NXT, SmackDown, Stand and Deliver predictions, WrestleMania predictions, Slammies.
Results.
Yes, results. We did predictions like 2 to 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Champ predictions, WWE, TNA, AEW news, other sports news, which is usually just football, the Mach 1 draft, our
Champ
Mach 1.
predictions, did you say that?
Yeah, I said that. And then all the NBA stuff, which is all the playoffs.
Yeah.
And predictions for that. Boom, off the top of my head, off the dome.
Bang.
New year, new me. Even though it's literally been the exact same for all of you guys.
Exactly.
And the exact same for us, because we took no time off.
We did not take any time off.
Sadly.
We took like 2 months off, and that's it.
I'm off of PTO. I've taken all my PTO.
Yeah, he did.
I don't regret it. Cruise and siesta. I don't regret a thing. Anyways, starting Raw NXT SmackDown, we're gonna try and cover as much as we can, but it's gonna be hard to do a lot of it.
Yeah.
Without spoiling results.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of the results, if you guys have feeling different about them, send in your hot takes.
Yeah.
New year for hot takes. It's not a new year, it's literally just.
Let's get it in.
But anyways, starting off with Raw, Gunther promo about how he has been in control all the time and will destroy Jey Uso at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, I think the problem with this Gunther versus Jey feud is that it's been really stretched out, and I really think feud would have been better if it was like put together. Like if okay, I'm gonna use in terms of a slinky. We had a slinky stretched out, which is what the feud is, and it's just not fun to play with. But when it's really close together, it's really fun to play with.
Yeah.
And this feud be better. Cause like, it's just been a lot of the same. We had a few good weeks, and then everything else has just not been fun. Do you have anything to say on this?
Not really.
Bianca Belair promo package about how everything she has been through has made her into a new woman. Not really.
Not really. She hasn't really changed.
She's the only one in this whole feud that has not changed at all.
Yeah.
Rhea's changed the most. Io's changed accents a lot. And has been a face and a heel a lot. Bianca's just been Bianca the whole time.
Yeah.
Bayley beat Liv Morgan by a roll-up after a bunch of interference from Raquel Rodriguez and Lyra Valkyria, setting up their match for Mania. Rhea Ripley promo about how everything is Bianca's fault and she will win the title back at Mania.
Is it Bianca's fault, though?
I mean, I guess because Bianca screwed her out of retaining, even though...
She could have just ignored her.
Yeah.
And she didn't really do anything. She was just cheering for both of them.
Yeah, even though Rhea would have done the same thing if she was Bianca. It's okay, though, because Rhea's never wrong.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio beats Julius Creed after the match. El Grande Americano beats up the entire LWO because he's just that good.
Yeah.
Warriors promo package about how New Day tried to put them on the shelf, so this means war.
Whoa.
Yay.
Yay.
AJ Styles beats Karrion Kross. Logan Paul comes out when they brawl. Kross helps Logan stand tall. That didn't really make sense that Kross helps Logan stand tall.
Because his entire thing is that he's opposing Logan.
And that he wants AJ to join him because he doesn't want Logan to do good. But I'm not Triple H. Do what they want.
Yeah. Papa H. Cook.
Yeah. Jey Uso promo about how he is doing this for the family at Mania. He's going to finally beat Gunther. Yeah, basically what I said earlier. Slinky, remember the Slinky guys. Carlito, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio attack Braun Breaker backstage. Finn Balor versus Penta ends in DQ because of Braun Breaker. A big brawl breaks out where Penta stands tall.
Zero miedo.
Yo promo package where she talks about how they have been ignoring her and they will regret it.
They will regret it.
Which is true. That's all her story has been, is that she's the underdog and has been ignored. That's really all she's done. But you know what? Big ups. Roman promo. Seth comes out. Roman shoves Paul. Punk comes out. Seth takes out Punk and Roman. Yay. And that's Raw, guys. I think it's like world record fast we've gone through Raw.
Yeah, we usually take 20 minutes on Raw.
Yep, you're welcome.
So on the NXT, we start out with Ethan Page beating Lexis King, Wesley, and Eddie Thorpe to face Ricky Saints at Stand and Deliver. And after the match, Ricky Saints comes and drops Ethan Page.
Look at Ethan Page. Bro's like 42. Has two title matches. Big up boy.
There you go. Jordan Gray's promo package on how she became the Juggernaut from being just like a mouse. And says that she's gonna win the title at Stand and Deliver.
Yep, she is.
Lola Vice beats Tatum Paxley to qualify for the Women's North American Championship ladder match.
Boo.
Blake's just become from the biggest Lola Vice fan to the biggest Lola Vice hater.
I hate Lola Vice.
Julia promo package about how she's mad at Stephanie Vicker for not offering her a title rematch and is gonna win back her title.
Technically, she is getting her title rematch, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's in the title match
Mhm.
for really no reason, because she isn't this in the feud at all, really.
Ava announces a triple threat tag match to determine the number one contender for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Roxanne is mad that she's not in it, and Ava tells her that if she could find a partner, she can be in it.
I'm not gonna lie, I think they just win.
Yeah.
I think... Like, the thing is, I would say NXT Tag Team should win the titles, but at the same time, they don't really have a tag team division.
Yeah, because they only have 3 teams right now.
Now, I can say the same for the main roster, but, like, still.
They're the main roster, so yeah, it makes sense.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Does it?
No.
I don't think it...
It does not make sense at all.
No. I think... Wasn't the Battle Royal? Was it the Battle Royal?
No.
The Gauntlet match is what it was.
Yeah, Gauntlet.
That shows us how bad the match... Yeah, I didn't watch that. That's how bad it was.
Yeah. Then Hank and Tank make it all the way... Oh, wait. Speaking of Gauntlet matches, Hank and Tank make it all the way through the Tag Team Gauntlet from number 1 to face Fraxium at Stand and Deliver for the titles.
I think Hank and Tank might be my least favorite tag team in all of NXT.
I've been so high on them for the past 5 months. You know this. I've been the biggest Hank and Tank fan for the past 5 months, and it's finally paying off.
I think you just like him because you like to say Hank and Tank. I don't think you actually like to watch them wrestle or them at all. I actually just like because they're Hank and Tank.
Hank and Tank.
It should have been OTM.
Jada Parker, promo package about how she came from the streets and says she's going to win the title.
Okay, Damian Priest.
D'Angelo family versus Darkseid brawl in the parking lot, and then it goes into the building as well for a short time. And then Tony D'Angelo arrives at the end, fights him off, and the police is also there because he called him.
Snitch.
And he said he told Stax to never go behind his back again, or else. Yeah. So Instagram package of Stephanie Walker making media appearances in her native country of Chile.
Yay.
Yay. Roxanne Perez hasn't found a partner yet, but Cora Jade volunteers, so it will be a fatal 4-way now at Stand and Deliver.
Yay.
Andre Chase is worried about teaching Kel Dixon and Uriah Connors, but Thea Hale returns and tells him to do it.
Yay.
Then Thea Hale, speaking of her, beats Carmen Petrovich to qualify and take the last spot in the Women's North American Championship ladder match.
What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? Yeah, we got that right. We locked in for that.
No.
We both said Lola was. You said Lola was gonna be in it. We said Thea Hale was gonna be in it.
We said Cora Jade.
Alright, I said Thea Hale though.
Okay.
You said Cora Jade.
Trick Williams, Obafemi, and Javon Evans promo about their match at Stand and Deliver that leads to a brawl where Javon Evans stands tall with the title.
Yippee.
On to SmackDown.
LA Knight takes out Tamatanga in the parking lot before the show even starts.
Yippee.
Seth Rollins promo about how he will save the industry by beating Roman Reigns and CM Punk at Mania. Carmelo Hayes wins the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial.
Thank goodness.
After eliminating Andrade, finally giving us that Game 7.
Give us an actual Game 7, though.
El Grande Americano eliminated Rey Fenix.
After Rey Fenix eliminated Chad Gable from the match.
Yeah. That's about all of importance that happened.
Karrion Kross got some big reactions in the match, though, so he might be getting a big push soon.
Yeah. Until he wins the Speed Championship? No, he's not. Yeah, really nothing else happened. Like, not even Omos came out.
Yeah.
That's really about it. He celebrated with The Miz afterwards. It's about Charlotte Flair's sit-down interview about how she will beat Tiffany Stratton for the title at WrestleMania. Rio, Io, and Bianca promo interrupted by Naomi and Jade. Then a big brawl starts between everyone. Chad Gable makes fun of LWO and Rey Fenix backstage. Rey Mysterio makes a trios tag match official.
Yeah.
Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits ends DQ after the DIY break up the match, then run off the tag titles.
Yippee.
Okay, Chelsea Green complains to Nick Aldis. He makes a match between Chelsea Green and Angelina. No interference. Is that this week or next week?
I think it's next week, but they have a qualifier this week to see if she was the number one contender.
Oh. Nick Aldis gets the belts back from DIY and tells them there is a TLC tag match for the titles next week. Don't know why that was at Mania, but okay.
Yeah.
We easily could have added that at Mania.
Yeah, and more than 3 teams in it.
Who even cares? You could just add that onto one of the nights. I don't think anyone would have been mad.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially the people who paid for tickets. I don't think they would be mad. Where was I? Any promo about how he will have an open challenge at WrestleMania so that he has a match.
20th Mania.
Yep. Drew Priest. Damian Priest promo pack about how he will have an about how badly he's going to hurt Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. Aleister Black teaser once again, which reveals the date he is debuting to be SmackDown after Mania. Coincidentally, right after that, Zelina Vega beats Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa ends in DQ after Jacob attacked. Braun Strowman comes to even the odds. Braun Strowman and LA Knight beat Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton sit down interview about how she's turned herself doubt into motivation for herself. LWO and Rey Fenix beat American Made. Rey Mysterio gets injured this match and can't compete. And for Mania, that means it was announced that Rey Fenix took his spot.
Do you think this was a legitimate injury, or do you think it...
not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Because I saw somewhere, I don't think I have this on the news, but I think that they said Rey Mysterio has a torn groin.
Maybe. I don't think it is, though. It could be. But, like... With watching the match and how the match went...
It was supposed to be for Rey Fenix.
I don't think it was Rey Mysterio. Because it looked like there were certain spots that were already meant to be there. Yeah. That...
Only
Rey Fenix would not only Rey Fenix, but Rey Mysterio couldn't do. Because Penta and Rey Fenix can basically do the same things. Dragon Lee, to a point, can do the same things. unless they made an audible this soon and like El Grande Americano and Ray Phoenix were in the lab working something out, I think it was supposed to be like this.
Yeah, but it would also explain why the match was so short. I think it was like 6 or 7 minutes.
I guess. But also, it also kind of makes sense. But my thing is, like, yes, they had a match, but also El Grande Americano did take out Ray Phoenix from the Andre the Giant Memorial.
Yeah.
Which, like, you could say yes, that just helped to build the story that happened later in the show.
Or they could just say, it was, Ray might have gotten hurt, like, early, like, on Raw since he had a match, didn't he?
No, you could see where, it was Julius Creed pulled him out, and you could see where he gets injured. Ray gets injured, because he never comes up after that moment. He gets, like, thrown out the ring by Julius, hits the ground, and doesn't get back up. Like, he does, but with help. But yeah. But, like, thing is, I just don't think they'd have El Grande Americano take out Ray Phoenix during the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial if it wasn't supposed to be for a match.
Yeah.
But who knows? Cody Rhodes and John Cena promo about how their match at WrestleMania ends with Cody hitting Cena with a crossroads. That's about it.
Yeah. Now on to NXT Stand and Deliver.
Yippee.
So to start out, on the pre-show, we get the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. Apparently it's an elimination tag, as the first team eliminated is Metaphor after Roxanne hits a Pop Rocks on Lash Legend. Then
Yay.
the next team eliminated, I think, is Roxanne Perez after a roll-up, I think.
Didn't Roxanne leave Cora Jade during the match?
Wait, yeah, that's what happened. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cora got rolled up. Then it was.
I hope we're not getting what I think they're setting up.
Roxy versus Cora.
Yeah. Because now we're at Raw after Mania. Like, come on, just have it the story of Roxanne just left NXT, is that's what it was. Don't have it.
Yeah.
Because then you could have this match be Cora Jade's first match in main rosters versus Roxanne after a year.
Yeah. And yeah. Then it came down to Fatal Influence and Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley, where Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley came out on top. So they will face the winner of the tag team match at WrestleMania.
Yay!
Then next up, we had Ethan Page versus Ricky Sands for the NXT North American Championship, where Ricky Sands stands tall after hitting Rochambeau to pin him.
Yay!
Next up is
Hank and Tank.
Hank and Tank versus Fraxium, where Hank and Tank pull off the W and beat Fraxium to win the NXT Tag Team Championships.
I think this might be the last time they're seen in NXT.
Yeah, I think so.
I really think after what conspired at Mania, Fraxium's main roster now.
Fraxium versus New Day.
Or the War
Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Or the Street Profits. Or who else is champion at the time. Or whatever brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably could see Mercy Machine Guns if they win the tag titles at TLC, honestly. That'd be
At
a good
TLC.
Match.
During the TLC match?
Yeah.
You're getting your hopes up. We're not getting TLC back.
No, they announced it.
It's a TLC match, but not the PLE TLC.
Oh, I don't want the PLE TLC back.
I want the PLE TLC back. Some of the greatest matches happened at PLE.
Then we had Sol Ruka winning the Women's North American Championship ladder match.
Finally.
You seemed really upset over it.
Well, yeah, I just wanted Zario to win, and I wanted Sol Ruka to get called up. It's like, it's really what's worst case scenario, but like, it's okay.
Yeah. Then Dark State versus
it's a sign. Anytime you win the Speed Championship, you get a push. She won the Speed Championship. Now she's the North American side.
Dark State versus Tony D'Angelo family, and during the match, Stax turns on Tony D'Angelo by kicking him in the nuts, and Dark State wins then.
I'm guessing we're right towards the end of Tony D'Angelo in NXT as well.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Yippee! Then next up, we got Stephanie Bunker retaining her title against Julia, Jordan Grace, and Jada Parker.
Yippee!
Yippee! Then we got the main event, the NXT Men's Championship match, where we got Javon Evans versus Oba Femi versus Trick Williams, where Oba Femi picks up the W in what might be the best NXT match of all time.
The Fatal 4-Way was still better.
What Fatal 4-Way?
Between Javon, Trick, Spears, Paige.
I would disagree.
I don't disagree. The ending was one of the best endings I've ever seen.
That is true. The ending is the best thing.
Also, I'm putting Joe Hendry part of that. I don't care. Yes, it was after the show ended. You saw his face. I'm still putting it in the I'm counting on the Fatal 4-Way. Don't care. I make the rules here. I don't really care that Javon or Trick lost. I don't want Trick to win. Trick can get called up now.
Yeah.
Javon.
He's young enough.
It gives Javon a story. He hasn't been Oba yet. And Javon... I'd rather have Javon win on a one-on-one match than pin a Trick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is it for NXT Stand and Deliver. Next,
on to WrestleMania.
41 Night 1 match results.
Yeah.
Now, WrestleMania 41 match results.
Yeah.
Jey Uso makes Gunther tap out to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
This is Gunther's second time tapping out in his WWE history, including NXT.
Who was
Ilya Dragunov was the first person to make him tap.
Really?
Uh-huh. So now, for the first time in what feels like forever, Gunther is going to be without a championship.
Hasn't he been a champion like 80% of his career?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, we'll see what's
What
next.
do you think's next for Gunther?
I think he's taking a little PTO for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he comes back SummerSlam. And then, what? Cena versus Gunther?
Cena versus Gunther. Ooh.
Gunther loses. Because I think, honestly, Gunther's next storyline, like, big storyline,
Is Cena?
I don't know if I want to say this as a hot take. I don't want Gunther to hold a championship for the next 2 years.
Wow. It kind of is a hot take.
Maybe tag team or something else, but I don't want him to hold a championship. Looking at looking at this championship, looking how every storyline was, they weren't the best, and he was always overshadowed.
Yeah.
I think what they should do for the next 1 to 2 years is focus on him doing better storylines, because he already has it in the ring, he already has it on the mic, he already has the charisma, personality. He just can't, like, uplift the feud or just, like, have a good storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, you also can say it's not really his fault, but I don't care. I'm going to blame it on him. But yeah, no championship for him.
Dang.
The New Day beat the War Raiders to win the World Tag Team Championships. This match is probably the most controversial because literally the only reason they made Mania was because it was a product placement for Clash of Clans. War Raiders came out in Clash of Clans outfits. It was sponsored by Clash of Clans. Don't also say. Only reason it made the show. But yep, New Day are the new championships, and hopefully tonight, Raw after Mania, Fraxium and New Day have a little face to face. Hopefully. I saw people saying that New Day congratulate. Big E comes out. They have they get like yelling at each other, but since Big E can't technically compete or like even throw hands really, he has Fraxium come out to help him. And so for the first match, but do we want Nobody to be transitional champs.
Not really. I don't, anyways.
I don't either, but if it's Big E's in the storyline, then I'm okay with it. Anyways,
Big E.
the day can retire. Jade Cargill beats Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone said Jade Cargill's entrance was corny. I really liked it.
I liked it.
It was a weather news station, weather channel, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just started had a storm, and storm was coming. That's about it.
Yeah, you didn't really understand it at first.
Well, no, because I literally thought it was literally just
An interruption.
yeah. But yeah, Naomi just has a new theme. It was alright. Jacob Fatu beats LA Knight to win the United States Championship. Fatu. Solo came out with Jacob, but then didn't come out with Jacob. It was really weird.
He went back to the back.
Yeah, well, back to catering. You think with Jacob winning the title, he'd be out with him?
Mm-hmm.
El Grande Americano has a fire entrance. Oh, okay.
My man.
But yeah, El Grande Americano has a great entrance. I don't really know what it was. And then beats Ray Phoenix, who just has Ray Phoenix's entrance. Tiffany Stratton beats Charlotte Flair to retain the WWE Women's Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffy had a Barbie entrance.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really good. Charlotte just had a Charlotte entrance. She pulled up in a Rolls Royce. That's about all. It was a brutal match.
It was.
It just felt like it didn't feel like wrestling. It just felt like Charlotte getting her receipts in. That's about it.
Yeah.
Tiffy came out, bruises all over her, big bruise on her forehead, missing teeth, chipped teeth.
Yeah, she said her teeth are all fine.
Yeah, she got them done. But yeah, her teeth were chipped. As we just said, she got her teeth fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins beats CM Punk and Roman Reigns after Paul Heyman gives a chair to CM Punk, then Lobo CM Punk, then gives a chair to Roman Reigns, and Lobo's Roman Reigns, and then finally gives a chair to Seth Rollins, where Seth Rollins hits it on Roman Reigns, pins Roman Reigns.
Yes.
And they stand tall.
They do stand tall indeed.
Interesting to see where this goes. I really didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't want it before, like making predictions. I didn't want it, but watching it happen, I'm interested to see where it goes. Seth Rollins didn't talk at the press conference, so
we're probably gonna see him on Raw. I'm guessing.
Excited to see where this goes. I just read a report that for most of the year, this feud is going to be Seth versus Roman, is what we're leading to. Which they want that to be one of the WrestleMania main events. So I'm guessing we're having this 3 times.
Yeah.
And that's going to be big match with the main stipulation. Because it's Roman being in Roman fashion, he's going to be out for
a while.
He's going to probably be out till build to SummerSlam. They're probably going to have a match at SummerSlam. I would say Rumble. I don't think Rumble. Mm-hmm. I think Rumble's when he comes back and reunites the feud.
Yeah.
And then at whatever he is, whatever. But my only main problem with that is that I think this means we're at the end of Roman.
Really?
Because Roman's already come out and said he's done wrestling soon. He wants to be an actor. Mm-hmm. He's had a bunch of minor parts. And with really, I think Roman's career can only end with one person.
Seth Rollins.
That being Seth Rollins. And if we're wanting to make that majority of the year, that's what I've read. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's true or not, but with Paul joining Seth, I mean,
makes sense.
Makes the most sense. Because what we were saying before was we wanted CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, who was in the middle of that? Paul Heyman. So I'd also just be honestly calling that myself anyways. But I kind of think that just announces that Rock versus Roman probably will never happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because really, once Seth versus Roman ends, we really have nothing else to go
Keep
for
him.
Roman.
Yeah, that would keep him till Mania.
Or just his career once we finish Seth versus Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Because really, yes, there's the bloodline and all, but the bloodline's honestly kind of over after Bad Blood.
Yeah.
I guess, no, Netflix day one.
Yeah, yeah. Netflix, they were.
Because, and then right now, it's like, I don't know.
They haven't interacted with two bloodlines since day one.
And with Roman, and with a lot of these Roman and Seth recently causing each other's downfalls, I really think this is. Next year might be Roman's last WrestleMania
It might be
as a full timer,
full time.
quote unquote. Um, anything else you had to say about that?
Nope.
Io Sky beats Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley to retain the Women's World Title Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Great triple threat. They were. It wasn't like a normal Raw triple threat where it's two people, one person rests. They were all three
All three
attacking each other, which I think helps out since they're all three different styles of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca is the powerhouse. Rhea Ripley's the more powerhouse technician, kind of. And then Io's just
high flyer.
Io's just Io.
Yeah.
So let me talk to my WWE 2K terms. So Rhea Ripley, specialist.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca Belair,
Power.
powerhouse.
Yeah.
And then
Io's cruiser.
Yep. Boom. There we go, guys. But yeah, I think it's one of the best matches of the weekend.
Yeah. I'd say it's second best.
I don't. People were saying it's match of the night.
It was match of the night.
I don't. I have one of the other matches higher.
Oh wait, yeah. My bad. Yeah.
I don't.
I know what match you're talking about.
I don't think you do know what match I have over this. For night one. Honestly, I think El Grande versus Rey Fenix was match of the night.
Yeah, because it felt like two luchadors.
Okay, I was saying in ring wise, it's Rey Fenix versus El Grande Americano.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But just as an overall match,
it was
Seth Rollins, Punk, Roman. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously because of the story involved.
And it was also just a good match.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre beats Damian Priest in the Sin City Street Fight to a nasty Claymore to the corner.
Oh my goodness.
Into a chair. Drew, being Drew, hit a little flick up, hit a little selfie saying bored at work, posted that on Twitter, called it a day. What's next for Drew, do we think? I think, honestly, what should be next for Drew is he fully goes into the Bloodline Hunter.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Do you think he's Jay's first opponent for the title?
I don't think first. What's after Bad Blood? What's after Backlash?
I'll check. Just keep yapping.
Maybe it hasn't been announced yet.
It's Money in the Bank, I think. That's been announced anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Saturday Night Main Event, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's one after Bad Blood.
I'll check.
Because we're not having King of the Ring this year.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's Evolution. I don't know when we're having Evolution, though. But that's also not men.
Yeah. Let's see. Backlash. Then we got Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah.
Then we got, let's see. Worlds Collide, which is NXT. So Money in the Bank after that.
Which that's in July.
June.
June
7th.
I mean, I guess we're not having anything between that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll say he's Jay's first defense.
Jay's first defense?
Second defense, actually.
Second? Who's his first?
I really think tonight Jay Uso's celebrating and then Bronson Reed comes out and we get Jay versus Bronson.
Yes. Please.
But my thing is, if Roman versus Seth, Roman wins, Seth's out for a little bit, and then that's when we get Drew in there.
Maybe.
And then we have that feud. But then, or it's Drew versus. Ooh, or we go instead of Roman as the big final, it's Jacob as the big final.
Ooh.
Okay, we're changing my whole plans I just had.
Okay.
So, Money in the Bank, we have Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe at SummerSlam, since it's tonight, we have Drew in a not Philly cheesesteak, Long Island street fight versus Solo,
Okay. Okay.
and then Clash at Paris. Is that next?
I believe so.
Drew faces Jacob and wins,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah,
Yeah.
be fine with that. It's kind of Bloodline Hunter. That's
Yeah.
and then he gets his moment in Europe,
In Paris.
which is his. We'll call it hometown,
We'll call it home continent.
home area.
Home area.
But yeah. Yeah, that's all I gotta say for that. I don't know why you yapped so long. Drew's U.S. champ next. It's okay. Then in my match of the night, Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor versus Braun Breaker versus Penta for the IC champion
Mm-hmm.
gets won by Mr. Felt like a babyface Dominic Mysterio. Fans were giving him that Cody Rhodes treatment. They were giving him that Cody Rhodes song. Most of the match was great. They were saying Dirty Dom.
Dirty, dirty Dom.
And then, yep, Dom pins Finn Balor
Finn Balor.
after trying to hit Finn with a 619. Finn grabs him. They get a little tussle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I missed a few things, but during watching the whole match, Carlito was there. Carlito only really helped Dom, it looks like.
Yeah.
I don't know if I missed it. He might have helped Finn.
He did not help Finn.
But which makes me think JD is coming back soon. There's been reports that he's coming back soon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is leading us into, I think the build up to Backlash, because it's going to be Finn versus Dom at Backlash.
Yeah.
I think the build up, we're going to get whatever it's called.
Backlash?
The tag team match on the build up to Backlash. And then I think, because that's where Finn wins, I think. Which I'm fine with. Dom, we need to pop for Dom. I hope this I think this helps him get a babyface turn, which is what he needs really. It'll make Finn's win feel so much better. And I feel like Finn will have a long reign after this. I think he'll go into next Mania as champ.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, Carlito got hit by Braun Breaker off the announce tables with a spear. It was all right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so for that match, you have anything?
Not really. It was just probably match of the night.
Randy Orton beat a debuting. Well, not really debuting.
Debuting on the main Raw. No. Returning.
Yeah. Joe Hendry. It was a quick match. It was a feel good match. Randy had his fun. Joe Hendry hits his little spin, gets hit with an RKO. He gets pinned, but comes back up. Randy shows him how happy he was, how excited he is, how excited the fans are.
Yeah.
You can tell how much this means to Joe. He's crying.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets hit with another RKO as Randy tells him to leave. Picks him up. Randy does the Joe Hendry thing. Yes, I kind of sad we didn't get KO versus Randy, because I feel like that would have been one of the matches of the night.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think that match would have been on night one, and would have made night one a lot better. Because I still don't feel like they'd have two, like... Well, actually, that match wasn't supposed to have a stipulation, I don't think.
No, it wasn't.
It probably would have in the build-up, but... Anyways. I'm still happy, though. Joe Hendry got his moment, which I didn't think was possible at this soon.
Mm-hmm.
When
It's like his second main roster appearance, and he gets the Mania match.
Rumble and Mania match.
Yeah.
When Triple H announced about when Joe Hendry was coming out. Triple H told him that this is just your first of many manias. Don't know what that's hinting at. We all know what that's hinting at. Joe Hendry's obviously coming to WWE soon once his contract ends, probably.
Yeah.
Logan Paul beats AJ Styles after AJ refused to side with Karrion Kross and used brass knuckles. It was an okay match. Nothing too much. Logan Paul didn't really have that good of an entrance. Logan Paul's entrance was really not that big, but I really liked it. Yeah. He's had a drone with him, used as a vlogging camera.
When he caught that drone, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was sick.
It was just felt like Logan Paul. AJ just had a AJ entrance. Lyra Valkyria and a returning Becky Lynch beats Liv and Raquel to win the tag team championships. Okay, this is my hot take. Why do we get mad at Charlotte when she comes back off of time off and is automatically put into a championship match? Even though she lost. But we're okay when Becky comes back and wins the tag team championships off of no feud, off of no story, off of 24 hours mystery opponent.
Because we love Becky, we hate Charlotte.
But we hate Charlotte because she does the same things that Becky does.
Yeah.
How does this make sense?
We hate Charlotte.
That's my only beef with Becky, is that she just is... She's just a ginger Charlotte Flair.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, speaking of gingers, John Cena beat Cody Rhodes with the help of La Flame, Cactus Jack,
Cactus Jack.
Jack Boys, Mr. Utopia, Mr. Sicko Mode,
Fiend.
Mr.
Fiend.
Nope,
Fiend.
that's technically really it's not him. I got nothing else. Travis Scott doesn't really help John Cena win.
He pulled the ref out of the ring.
Yeah, but that's really just so he could get attacked. To earn Cena his 17th world title reign. Their two entrances were alright. John Cena's lead just said John Cena was just all black.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes was just Cody Rhodes, really. Travis Scott's was cool. But that's the end of Mania.
The Iron Man mask was cool.
Yeah, that's the end of Mania. No Rock, which felt weird. I don't know. Can't always have what you want, so... The people who announced the guests were Shawn Michaels and Steve Austin. Mr. Stone Cold might have had a little too many cold ones because he got a lawsuit, but besides that, it's okay.
Yeah, he crashed into somebody with his ATV.
Didn't really crash. He hit the barrier. She went flying back 2 seats and started yelling at her, and then faked injury. This is the equivalent of a pedestrian walking down the street, seeing a car accident, and getting in the car and faking injury just to get some money out of it. Anyways, champ prediction time.
Champ predictions.
We'll start off Raw, NXT, SmackDown. Is that fun?
Yeah.
Who do we think will be defeating the newly throned main event, Jonathan Uso?
I feel like it's gonna be Bronson Reed.
I think I want to see. I would be down with that, but with Bronson Reed only being as popular and as big as he is, majority of the time he's been away, dealing with his injury. I want to see him hold either the tag team or IC title, like just mid card title, first before we strap the big title on him. Because we did that with Jay, and I like that we did that with Jay. Because Jay's never had a singles title before. We didn't know how it was going to go. I like that we did that. Because Bronson Reed, I don't know how he would do holding a title, knowing that really he's only had like 4 big matches, and one of them was, what's it called?
Survivor Series War Games.
Yeah. So I want to see him hold a mid card championship first before we give him the world heavyweight. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I want to say Drew, but I think he's going. It's also, I'm honestly not even thinking about just it's on Raw. I think once brand split happens, we're gonna get destroyed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I've been stuck on this for like, well, he's always my default for Gunther, and honestly, I think I'm having my default for Jay as well. I think Ilya is gonna be champ.
Okay.
I really think we're seeing Ilya as champ soon when he comes back.
Yeah.
We'll go off of who do you think's dethroning EO?
Roxanne Perez.
I think it's gonna be a heel Bianca.
Okay. I see you.
Because I mean, if you guys have been watching this channel, you guys have been know what I've go on for Bianca for the title. Bianca versus Jade for the title.
Yeah.
And if it's a heel Bianca versus a face Jade, I'm enjoyed. IC title. Who thinks dethroning Mr. Dominic Mysterio?
Finn Balor.
I think it's not Finn Balor if he's getting pins. I guess it's still Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Who do you think's dethroning Mrs. Lyra Valkyria?
Liv Morgan.
I'm indifferent right now.
I feel like Liv and Lyra are just gonna swap titles, honestly.
I think we're about to get. I think either Bailey did a. Actually, no. I think Roxy injured Bailey, so I think that's how we're gonna. I think we're just gonna default back to that match. I think, or maybe Becky. I don't know why. I think Becky's turning heel and beating Lyra. But also, I don't really know. I just wanted Becky to hold that title, but with her not. I'm trying to think. Actually, no. Well, I'm gonna say screw. I'm gonna say Britt Baker.
Britt Baker's great.
She was released.
She was?
April 16th.
What?
Yeah, she's been released for a while. She was released April 16th. That is just like a while ago.
A week.
Yeah. I think Raw after Mania everything return. I think Britt Baker beats her. Tag team New Day. Who thinks it's on New Day? Fraxium.
Women's tag.
Gigi and Tatum.
Yeah.
Just because it's the only story we have.
Yeah.
NXT. Who thinks beating Oba? Javon.
I feel like it's gonna be a while though until he does.
Yeah. I think this summer. Which isn't a while, like 2 months. Hank and Tank. Who thinks being Hank and Tank?
OTM.
I think Dark State.
Ooh. Okay.
Don't ask me the members because I don't know their names.
I do.
Who do we think's beating Solruka? Zarya. Who do you think's beating Ricky Saints?
I feel like it's gonna be dude from Dark State, the good one, Saquon Sugars.
I think either. I think it's going to be Stax.
Okay.
Because I think they're gonna try and give Stax a big solo run once Tony D'Angelo leaves. And I think to do that just give him the title.
Yeah.
What else do we have for? Is that it for NXT?
NXT.
North American.
We already did that.
Oh, who thinks gonna be Stephanie Balker?
Stephanie, I think it's gonna be beat by Jordan Grace.
I think Jada Parker.
Okay.
I think we get Jada versus Jordan Grace. Newly won John Cena.
This one's tough, but I think it's gonna be Randy, sometime down the future.
You know me, I'm talking too much. I think we're gonna get. I think it's gonna be. I don't know because I still. I think it's gonna be Randy.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Randy makes 16.
15.
15. I thought it was at 16.
Mm-hmm.
And I think either Carmelo cashes in on Randy or just beats him for the title.
Yeah.
I think Carmelo's after Randy.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially with him winning Honor the Giant now.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's either winning Money in the Bank or the title.
Yeah, his push is officially started.
Which he deserved. I think... I'm not going to get into it, actually. I don't care. Jacob Fatu. Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre, yeah.
Yep. Tiffany Stratton.
Trying to think. You know what? After the draft, I think it's gonna be Rhea Ripley. I hate that, but I feel like it's gonna be that.
Sure. I'll do Rhea Ripley, too.
Okay, Women's US.
Zelina.
Men's tag.
Men's tag. I think Motor City Machine Guns leave with it. Actually, no, I'm pretty deadly. Sorry. Ugh.
Pretty deadly, yeah.
I think Street Profits retain next Friday.
Yeah.
Is that it for predictions?
Believe so.
WWE Slammies. Me and Rocky will be going back and forth. So Rocky, you can take it away.
Okay, so the first one is Male Superstar of the Year, won by Cody Rhodes.
Deserved. I don't even remember who was on the list, but deserved.
Yeah.
Female Superstar of the Year, Liv Morgan. Deserved.
NXT Superstar of the Year, Roxanne Perez.
I don't know how I feel with that.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I mean, she had a good year.
Yeah.
But really, I think the only reason she won it is because she was main roster.
Mm-hmm.
Because compared to other people, again, I forget who was nominated. We went over this like a few weeks ago, as I said, beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
We'll say it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Breakout. Oh, that's you.
Breakout Superstar of the Year, Stephanie Valcour.
I do not agree. I'm thinking NXT star should win Breakout.
I mean, I think they can. You can still break out in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like it's gonna be hard to go into this one since we kind of forgot, but
Yeah.
you know, Stephanie won 2 belts. I'll give it to her. She's a breakout star.
Yeah. Faction of the Year is the OG Bloodline. Disagree here.
Should have been New Bloodline.
New Bloodline.
But I can see why OG, since they technically won the Chamber.
Mm-hmm. But that's the only match they were really together for.
Yeah. Oh, it's me. Tag Team of the Year, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Yeah, saved women's wrestling.
I 100% agree. Social Media Star of the Year, Drew McIntyre.
Back-to-back champ.
Yep, I'm kind of upset about it that there was only 2 people in this race.
Well, I mean, thing is, day-to-day watchers, and that's it, won't know that Bronson Reed is doing what he does.
I would have said Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Chelsea Green.
I don't even know how Chelsea Green's on, to be honest.
You haven't seen her TikToks?
Like, I have, but at the same time, a bunch of other stars do TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Drew won back-to-back. I'm not going to complain. Drew it's part of his character. I mean, as WrestleMania showed you, he does it during matches and stuff. Second time he's on board at work.
Mm-hmm.
Rivalry of the Year, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
As well-deserved.
Mm-hmm. Match of the Year, it was a tied vote with Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre.
I think Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns should have won it by a landslide, but
yeah.
I'm fine with Punk and Drew.
Yeah.
Match of the Year?
Oh,
wait. Oh my god, moment of the year was John Cena turning on Cody Rhodes at Elimination Chamber. Well deserved.
WTF moment of the year. The Wyatt 6 debut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about all the Wyatt 6 have done. The debut.
Chad dying, literally.
Most memorable entrance of the year: Cody Rhodes' entrance at WrestleMania 40. Horrible. That's the worst.
Why was it not Dirty Dom in the literal high rider? Low rider.
I don't think it should have been that.
Who? Then? Who?
I don't remember what was on it. If Jay Backlash was on, I'm saying Jay Backlash.
Yeah, I don't think it was. Travis Scott was on there.
I'll take that over both of those. Yeah, that's it. AEW and TNA, AEW news. Are you doing that?
We can go back and back.
Well, if I'm doing all of the NBA,
I'll just do
you got this, buddy.
Okay. Yep. It was announced that WWE has bought a AAA World Collide pay-per-view on June 7th, same day as Money in the Bank.
Worlds Collide. It will be NXT and AAA. WWE was looking at another Mexican luchador brand. I don't remember what it was though.
Yeah. Wait, we can go back to back because I got all the NFL stuff.
All the NFL stuff. I mean the 2 NFL things.
Yeah, you got
compared to my whole. It's okay. I don't care. Darby Allin started his Mount Everest trek and could be back around June or July if he comes back.
Yeah. TNA Knockouts champion Masha Slamovich defended her title at Tokyo Japan Pro Wrestling this weekend.
Wow. Mariah May is rumored to have requested her release and is rumored to go to WWE. I don't think she's requested her release. I think she's just going to let her contract go out this summer and come out.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Mariah... I don't know. I really don't see her coming to WWE. I know she wants to. I know everyone's saying she is. But I don't see her coming.
She's basically Liv Morgan.
Not really. I mean, they're both white and blonde. That's about it. One right way is tall. But yeah, I think honestly, just unless, cause I think WWE will pay her, but I think just AEW will just give her all of the money. But we'll see, I guess.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
Scorpio Sky is healthy and good to go, but for some reason AEW is not booking him.
No clue who that is. Don't even ask me. TNA has signed 3 wrestlers, but they're keeping a secret on who they signed.
Yeah. I don't know why they're doing that.
Who do you think it is? Sonya, Cedric.
Maybe Cedric.
Cedric's going to. Cedric's going to AEW.
Yeah.
He's joining the Hurt Syndicate. Yeah, I really could care less who TNA has signed, to be honest.
It was reported that The Rock was the one that told Travis Scott to slap Cody that hard at Elimination Chamber.
And, again, Cody Rhodes probably said it's okay.
Yeah.
Knowing that his receipt was a Crossroads. Tommaso Ciampa was forced to shave his beard after taking a fall that requested stitches to his chin. That is it for...
So we will do some NFL news. So first off, we got Jalen Ramsey requesting his trade. And the Finns are accepting and are looking to trade him before the draft.
Please come back to the Jaguars. I don't even, he won't even do anything to us, I feel like. I think he's just going to... I just want him to retire a Jag.
Aaron Rodgers is still undecided on if he wants to keep playing or if he's going to retire. Please retire.
I don't know why you're, doing this.
Yeah. Offensive tackle Tyron Smith is signing a one-day contract with the Cowboys to retire with them.
Yep. I mean, that happened a while ago, so he's retired now.
Yeah. The Buffalo Bills have brought back corner Tre'Davious White on a one-year contract.
Going back to the Tyrod Taylor thing, why don't more people do that?
That's a good question.
If I was some people, looking at what happened with AB, if I was Antonio Brown, I would do that. I would try to do that with the Steelers.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, I would do that for the Patriots.
I think he did, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
No.
He retired a buck. I would do that if I was a lot of these players. I'm trying to think of other people who would Luca.
Luca.
No.
But I'll just say it again. The Buffalo Bills have brought back corner Tre'Davious White on a 1-year contract.
Lucky forgot he was with them. The Bills have such a wait. Say Bucks or Bills.
Bills.
I don't know why the Bucks are in my head. The Bills' defense this season is gonna be so good, and that makes me scared. Because the Bills' defense and receivers are really what made them bad.
But now they got a defense.
Now they got Khalid Shakir, right?
Khalil Shakir.
Yup. You got him on a fat contract.
Yeah.
Who else do they have?
Speaking of, they got Keon Coleman.
Huh. I thought they picked up like a decent. Supposed to be one, but two.
They picked up Josh Palmer.
Oh, never mind. I guess they still have Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Well,
he left.
Who's he with?
I don't
He's
know.
Just a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Oh.
Speaking of contracts, Bears linebacker T.J. Edwards received a 2-year, $10 million per year contract extension.
Washed.
Raiders offensive tackle Colton Miller is holding out of volunteer practices and says that he wants a contract extension.
Okay, but like, doesn't it show? That's what I never understand. Doesn't it show better character if you don't do that?
Mm-hmm.
And when you get paid sooner and faster?
That is true. That's why.
And more?
Yeah.
If you didn't do that?
Mm-hmm, because you're a team leader if you don't do that.
Because, like, Micah's not. Because, like, we saw what happened with. Who was it last year? With T. Higgins. We saw with T. Higgins. That did not work for him.
I was about to say Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah. I mean, it worked for Brandon Ayuk, but it took a long time.
Yeah. Travis Hunter said he would rather quit football than play only one position in the NFL.
He's going to play one position in the NFL.
Offensive tackle Ryan Ramczyk announced his retirement after 8 years with the Saints.
No clue that is.
The Chiefs are still trying to work out a long-term contract with offensive lineman Trey Smith.
Yay.
The Arizona Cardinals are bringing back receiver Greg Dortch back on a 1-year contract.
Yay. I heard a rumor about a certain team, but I don't know if how I believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
It said that the Eagles really want Abdul Carter, and if he falls to the Patriots, they're considering trading A.J. Brown for their and compensation for the draft pick to draft Abdul Carter.
That is crazy.
Which, on one hand, is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But on the second, I don't think it. I think they.
That's actually kind of equal payment right there.
Yeah, and it's not like they really need A.J. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
They have Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
But also, I don't really think I'd trade away A.J. Brown.
Mm-hmm. Let's do the mock draft.
How far are we doing?
Just like first round. I'll do most picks that you don't know, okay?
I will do top 5 picks. I'll do my opinion for the top 5, then I'm done after that.
Okay, I'll do the rest of the 27 teams.
Okay.
Titans.
I think Cam Ward's.
Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Browns.
I'm so iffy on the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I'm so back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they're gonna get Travis Hunter, and I think they're gonna make him play both positions.
Yeah.
Because if there's one team that will do that,
the Browns
it's the Browns.
They would do it.
Yeah.
So Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay. Giants are up.
I think they're getting Shador.
You think they're gonna go Shador?
Yeah.
I think they're gonna wait a year for Arch Manning. Honestly.
The thing is, Giants have been saying they want Shador.
Mm-hmm.
When it first came out that Shador was in the draft, it was Shador. It was them.
Yeah.
Shador, or he has Giants cleats. I mean.
So Shador.
Yeah.
Okay. Patriots. Abdul Carter's still on the board.
Honestly, with what that's all, I think Eagles are trading up and get him.
Eagles trade up with the Patriots.
But anyways, no matter what, I think Abdul Carter's getting picked 4th. Because that's all it makes. Because they don't really need. What else do they need? They don't really need anything else.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there you go.
I can go for a little bit more. I still know some people.
Eagles to Abdul Carter to the Eagles.
No matter what, even if the Eagles don't trade up, I still have Abdul Carter going fourth.
Jaguars at 5.
We've been another this a lot. I don't. We've been rumored to get Mason Graham. We've been
Will Johnson.
Will Johnson. We've been rumored to get
Tyler Warren.
Tyler Warren and
Arizona receiver.
Ashton Genty.
Genty.
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna become a bandwagon at this point and say we're getting Mason Graham.
Mason Graham, okay.
Which I'm fine with.
Raiders.
I think Genty.
Genty, okay. Jets.
They're trying Conklin.
He's a free agent.
They don't have a tight end.
Basically.
Yeah, I think they're picking up the tight end then.
Okay,
because what else do they need? I mean, I think they don't.
Offensive tackle, but that's it, really.
Yeah, I don't think they're picking up.
Okay.
I think because I don't know why. I think offensive tackle is a second round pick. Really. I think I'm done. I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once we go off teams that need quarterbacks, I can go. But
Panthers. I honestly could see them getting Jalen Walker from Georgia.
First, do you have any things you want to say about my top 7, 6?
Your 7 were pretty good. Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Shadur, Abdul Carter, Mason Graham, Genty, and Tyler Warren. I would say they were like the top 7. I would probably.
I think either Giants are picking up Ashton or Shador. Because really, but like at the same time they have Russ.
Yeah, and they got the other quarterback.
And Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Great QB room.
Tommy DeVito.
Both us. All 3 70 overalls in Madden.
Yeah. Panthers though, I'm gonna go Jalen Walker. Saints. Do you think they go Jackson Dart?
With Derek Carr being out for half of it, I don't think they're getting Jackson Dart, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know why. I feel like they're getting Will Howard.
Will Howard?
Which I don't like, because I don't think Will Howard should be anything over than a, under 25 pick or second round pick.
Yeah. I think they'll probably get in the second round, though.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go for them first round. I'm going to have them picking up Will Johnson from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Bears, I obviously have this. Honestly, I think they'll trade back if Genty, Tyler Warren, and Jalen Walker are all gone. So I think
you guys just need defense.
Yeah, so I think we trade back with a team that needs offense. So we only trade back a little bit, back to 13 with the Miami Dolphins.
And you guys get
Jalen
Ramsey in that pick.
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad. So yeah, we move back the Bears and Jaguars trade. Dolphins trade. And then the Dolphins get offensive tackle Will Campbell from LSU.
Yippee.
Then the 49ers, I think they're gonna go defense here, and go and shore up their defense with Jahdae Barron from Texas, the cornerback. Then, Cowboys, I think they want somebody that's going to be a good receiver for them. So I think they're going to go Matthew Golden from Texas.
Who was that?
Matthew Golden from
No, who was the team?
Cowboys.
I don't know. Rico Dowdle didn't resign.
Yeah, their running backs right now are Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they traded up somehow and got Ashton Genty.
Yeah. Then we're back to the Bears. I have them going Mike Green from Marshall. Then we got the Colts. They desperately need a tight end, so I have them taking Colston Loveland down Michigan. Then we've made it to the Falcons. Falcons. Where I see them taking the guy out of Texas A&M, Shamar Stewart. Then we got the Cardinals, who I think take a little reach here and go Kenneth Grant from Michigan. Then we got the Bengals. Are they going to select offense again? Probably not. So I think they get Malachi Starks, safety out of Georgia. Then we obviously know that the Seahawks need offensive line, so they go Arman Membu, who slid down the board for some reason from Missouri. Then we got Buccaneers. Do you have any thoughts on the Bucs?
Look, no. I think they should get D-tackle, though.
D-tackle? So let's get them a defensive tackle. Derek Harmon from Oregon.
I think I gotta split my pick because I feel like everyone's gonna hate that. I feel like Vita Vea's on his last few years, and if I'm then, I'd want to have Vita Vea mentor
your next guy.
Yeah, and have him for a few years so we can show him how to perfect his craft before we're out of Vita Vea. So we can have like the next Vita Vea type.
Yeah.
Because I mean the Bucs don't really need anything. They have a good running back. Offense is great. Defense is mid as it gets, but that's okay because you're in the playoffs. So who really cares?
So the Broncos, I honestly think they said their plan is to draft a running back. So I think they get Amarion Hampton out of North Carolina.
Honestly, I want to be surprised if because I don't think anyone else is gonna draft him.
Yeah. So you think it's gonna be the Broncos getting him?
I could honestly see the Broncos dropping down for an early second and just other stuff.
Who do you think would trade in with them though?
Literally anyone.
But
we'll just say that
Browns trade back in to draft Shadur. How do you feel about that?
Browns?
Yeah.
Trade
with the Broncos.
But Shador, I already have Shador taken though.
He is?
I have Shador Sanders?
Oh yeah, he did get taken, my bad.
I mean, you don't have to. I just don't think it's smart for them to pick up both. Here, we'll do it like this. Isn't if you have a high first, you have a high second, right?
What?
If you have a high first round pick, you have a high second round pick, right?
Basically, yeah.
We'll say Browns trade with them. They get the Browns second round, and they pick up Jackson Dart.
Okay.
We'll say that. Wait. What other QBs are on the board?
There's Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe, and Tyler Shaw.
Screw it. They're getting Jalen Milroe.
Jalen Milroe to the Browns. Okay.
Yeah. Jackson Dart's the Steelers. I don't care what you say.
Okay, so it goes Jalen Milroe, then Jackson Dart.
Yep.
Then we are on to the Chargers, who I think they see Ted McMillan made this huge fall, so they're finally going to stop it by selecting a receiver that they desperately need. Packers are up. I honestly think Packers stop the fall of Mikael Williams and pick him up here. Then I feel like the Vikings are going to get a safety to replace Harrison Smith, who was like 36 at the time. So I feel like they're definitely going to get somebody to pick him up. So they get Nick Emanuari. And then we got the Texans, who desperately need offensive line. So I think they get Kelvin Banks Jr. Then we got the Rams. The Rams.
Do you think the Rams draft a QB?
That's what I was
Okay.
wondering about. Because do you think they reach for Tyler Shaw or Will Howard? Do you think they reach for one of them?
I can see them getting Will Howard.
Huh?
I can see them getting Will Howard.
You think Will Howard goes first round?
Yeah.
To them? Okay.
The Rams aren't that smart when it comes to QBs.
Yeah.
And they'll see he won the championship. Yep, give it to them.
Yeah, so Ravens, I think they go offensive line to make it even harder for them to stop the run now.
Not gonna lie, I think they just see the fastest receiver possible and just pick him up.
Fastest receiver possible right now?
Just because it's the Ravens. I
Okay.
think they want to play into it.
I'll give them a Mika Igbukwe then from Ohio State.
Yeah, that's fine. Because who is there? Zay Flowers?
Yeah.
And actually they have D-Hop now.
That's fine. He'll retire in like a year or two.
Okay. We'll give him
Then we got the Lions, who need an edge rusher, so we give them James Pierce Jr. Then we got the Commanders, who I think go out and get Maxwell Hairston from Kentucky, the corner. And then we have the Bills, who I think see that Mr. Walter Nolan is still on the board, so they go get the guy from Ole Miss. Then we got the Chiefs. They obviously need some O-line help, so they shore up their tackle position with Josh Simmons. Then, the final pick of the first round, we got the Patriots. And...
Patriots?
Yeah, because they traded back to the Eagles, remember?
Oh, they did. Oh, yeah, you're right.
So, who do we think they pick?
I think they pick up a receiver, too.
But they just picked up... They have Stephon Diggs, and now they just got A.J. Brown.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they have A.J. Brown. What do they need, then? Offensive line...
You might need an edge rusher now, or an offensive lineman.
I think they just pick up best player possible.
So with this...
Give them my Madden rules. Best option possible.
Okay, so with this, it would be Tyler Booker from Alabama.
What position?
Offensive guard.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, so there you go. So I'll run through it again.
It's okay. We don't got to.
Okay, we're good.
That's gonna take a little too long of time. We do not have.
So...
On to NBA playoffs and playoffs.
Yeah.
Now on to NBA playoff updates. Starting with the play-in, Warriors beat the Grizzlies 121 to 116.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy drops 38 points. Steph drops 37 points. Zach Edey drops 17 rebounds.
Yeah. 17?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Buddy, you're the one that typed this. How are you surprised? Like, come on.
I typed it a while ago.
Do you have anything to say about this?
The Warriors making the play-in, first round of the play-in doesn't surprise me, honestly.
Did you see that Jonathan Kuminga is likely not going to be a Warrior next year?
Yeah, with how he's gotten 0 minutes in the last, 17 games, it's not surprising.
Are you sad?
I'm a bit sad. I saw him as a forever Warrior.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say about this?
Not really.
Magic beat the Hawks 120 to 95. Cole Anthony drops 26. Franz drops 13 rebounds. Trae Young drops 28 points. Gets ejected. Mavericks beat the Kings 120 to 106. Clay 23 points. AD 27 points. DeRozan 33 points. DeRozan is viewing his options. Might not come back next year.
Mm-hmm.
Had an altercation at a sushi spot.
Sushi?
With a man, and they both got escorted out of the building. But yeah, I think the Kings get cooked since De'Aaron Fox is gone.
100%.
Oh, speaking of Hawks, they fired their head coach.
Yep, they did.
Heat beat the Bulls 109 to 90. Tyler Hero drops 38 points. Josh Giddey drops 25 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists.
Yeah. Josh
Giddey would one of the best Bulls of all time.
He is.
Round 1, Pacers beat the Bucks 117 to 98. Pascal Siakam has 25 points, 36 points. Wait, Giannis has 36 points, 12 rebounds. Damian Lillard is projected to come back Game 3.
Game 2 or 3, yeah.
I think it was Game 3, for sure. Which is fine. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I really don't think it's going to impact it all that much. Because we're talking about Dame. Dame is really...
Yeah. It's Dame. I'd give him a little bit more time to see at Game 3.
But also, it's... We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Nuggets beat the Clippers 112 to 110. Jokic, 29 points, 12 rebounds. Harden, 32 points. Knicks beat the Pistons 123 to 112. Brunson, 34 points. Cat, 23 points. Tobias Harris, 25 points. I want to say this is one of my favorite matchups we have.
The Knicks and Pistons.
Pistons, yeah. It was just, I don't know why. It was a really good game.
It was.
Pacers Bucks was alright. Nuggets Clippers was alright.
It went to OT.
Yeah. Timberwolves beat the Lakers 117-95. Luka 37 points. McDaniels 25 points. Nasri 23 points. Thunder beat the Grizzlies 131-80. Marvin Bagley dropped 17 points off the bench. Shet dropped 19 points.
Yeah.
Isn't Marvin Bagley that dude that got drafted the year we drafted Ayton?
I believe so.
Yeah, it was.
And I think he had the most points for the team.
I think the most points. general. No, not Chet had 19. Yeah, he had the most points on the team.
Huh?
He had the most points on the team.
Who?
Marvin.
Yeah.
I think Ja was out, wasn't he?
Ja was in. He scored 17 as well.
Oh. Celtics beat the Magic 103-86. Derek White 30 points. Tatum 14 rebounds. Paulo 36 points.
Let's go.
God, like Paulo just honestly, I wouldn't be mad if we traded KD to the Magic for like nothing.
Yeah.
I just want Paulo to have someone.
Paulo.
Cavaliers beat the Heat 121-100. Ty Jerome 28 points. Mitchell 30 points. Bam 24 points.
Mm-hmm.
Warriors beat the Rockets 95-85. Curry 31 points. Butler 25 points. Alfred Sengun 26 points. Didn't Sengun poster?
Oh my gosh!
Draymond?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
It was at the very beginning of the game, though.
We've been rumored to trade KD with the Rockets a lot. I don't know how I feel. If we get Sengun for it, I would.
Actually, I do. If you're getting Sengun.
If we're getting Sengun, I think that's the only reason we should get it if we get Sengun.
Mm-hmm.
But would they trade Sengun? I don't know.
I don't think they would.
Anyways, series lead so far. Pacers lead the Bucks 1-0. Nuggets lead the Clippers 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic has been named a finalist for MVP.
Basically down to him and SGA.
Next week, if the results aren't out yet, we'll put our predictions in.
Yep.
Because low-key, I didn't think about it. Nuggets lead the Clippers. Knicks beat the Pistons 1-0. Kid Cumming has been named for most improved. Timberwolves lead the Lakers 1-0. Lakers hope to get the bench more involved after only 15 points.
Yeah.
Thunder lead the Grizzlies 1-0. Thunder dominated a 51-point victory, largest game 1 win.
Mm-hmm.
Celtics lead the Magic 1-0. Peyton Pritchard has been named a finalist for NBA Six-Man. He's winning that for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Cavaliers lead the Heat 1-0. Kenny Atkinson has been named a finalist for Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Warriors lead the Rockets 1-0. Steve Kerr became the 7th coach to win 100-plus season games.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
Sorry for rushing this, guys. We have certain stuff on in the background, like a Raw after Mania, so we want to get through this.
Yeah.
Anyways, next week we have Raw, NXT, SmackDown. As we just said, we have our NBA finalist stuff, awards, predictions.
And NBA playoffs.
Yep, we have
NFL draft.
NFL news, AEW, TNA, WWE news.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's it
for now.
Yeah.
Until next time, guys. Goodbye.
Peace.
Boom.
Boom.